$314 billion. That is how much will be spent this coming Black Friday week during the biggest shopping frenzy of the year. And for a small group of insiders, this is their chance to cash in, even as complete beginners with no business, no audience, and nothing to sell. Because right now, millions of businesses are about to face the Black Friday spamocalypse. See, for millions of businesses, Black Friday is their Super Bowl. It's where they make a huge chunk of their yearly profit, or at least it's supposed to be. But there's one main problem. A $1 trillion villain who's about to sabotage their plans, and they don't even know it's coming. That villain is Google. See, most of these Black Friday sales are made through email marketing, as you know, from your inbox being fucked 6 ways to Sunday every year. And every year, just like clockwork, thousands of scammers come crawling out from the dark corners of the internet, pretending to be real businesses so they can steal thousands of dollars from innocent people. Now, in order to fight these scammers, email providers like Gmail, Outlook, and Yahoo crank their spam filters all the way up. And as a side effect, every year, millions of legit businesses watch in horror as their most important sales emails go straight to the spam and promotions folder, becoming totally invisible to their would-be customers. Let me ask you, when's the last time you went digging through your spam and promotions folder to buy something? Exactly. These emails are their lifeblood, their #1 way to reach their audience, and they're cut off right when it matters most. These businesses are losing thousands, sometimes tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars every day they remain in spam during Black Friday week. They are panicked, desperate, and ready to pay just about anything to anyone who can fix it. But one man's misery is another man's opportunity. That is the Black Friday payday. You don't find clients, you find victims. Victims of the spamocalypse who are bleeding money and praying for a hero. All you need to do is show up. That's how we have people like Chani who use this exact Black Friday payday strategy to land 8 clients and go from near zero to $11,000 in a single month. It also helped Andrew land 2 2K clients in under a week. He now makes over $30K a month consistently. And we can't forget Alex, who's made over $50,000 from this strategy. And then of course, moved to Mykonos, worked 1 day a week, and spent it all partying. But hey, you can't put a price on good memories, right? Now, let's talk about you. Black Friday is right around the corner. And while most people are gonna sit on the sidelines and watch this opportunity pass them by, insiders like Chani, Andrew, and Alex are going to cash in. The only difference between them and you is they know this payday strategy and you don't yet. We'll fix that. What is this payday strategy? Well, it's not some outdated risky shit like dropshipping that takes months to learn and thousands in startup capital. It's one simple skill that lets anyone cash in on the Black Friday gold rush: email deliverability. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds technical as fuck, but I promise it's actually dead simple once you know the formula. See, Gmail doesn't just randomly throw emails in spam for the sake of it. It does it when people don't follow their rules. Spammy language, bad formatting, too many graphics and links, bad list hygiene and domain reputation, any of these things will trigger a spam filter. Now, of course, Gmail doesn't explicitly say what these things are, because then everyone, including scammers, would be able to land in the inbox. This knowledge is gatekept among email nerds like me, who get paid a lot of money to fix problems like this. But since there are millions of businesses stuck in spam and I obviously can't help them all myself, I need your help. That's why I want to show you exactly how to diagnose and fix these spam and promotions problems so you can charge $1,000 to $3,000 per business. You don't need to be a tech wizard, a world-class writer, or dedicate hours a day to this. You're not building a startup, you're just following a checklist. You can absolutely do this in your spare time outside of work and make an extra $1,000 a week, or you can go big like the others I showed you and turn this into a 6-figure side hustle. Learning the skill is the easy part. The hard part is actually landing paying clients. Or at least it would be if you were in some other online program that told you to blast cold DMs, spam Facebook groups, and spend all day giving free value. See, the reason most outreach doesn't work in the way that most people do it lies in this little known diagram called the larger market formula. This study found that only 3% of any given market is actually in buying mode at any one time. That means if you send out 100 cold DMs, at max, only 3 people will be interested. When you ask most coaches, they'll just tell you, "Oh, it's a numbers game, bro. You just gotta hustle harder, bro." That was the infuriating advice given to me when I started 8 years ago. And after months of grinding with nothing to show for it, I thought, that there has to be a better way. It took me years of trial and error, but eventually I cracked the code. Turns out the secret was hidden in plain sight the whole time. Did you see it? What about now? What if there was a way we could chop off the bottom 97% and only reach out to the top 3% who know they have a problem and are actively looking for a solution right now? Better yet, what if these businesses emailed you first instead of you cold emailing them? Well, I decided to put my little reverse outreach strategy to the test. And the next month I went from $0 to $11,000 a month and quit my miserable warehouse job. So I'd say it turned out pretty good. If normal outreach is like throwing a net in the ocean and hoping to catch something, reverse outreach is like having a GPS tracker on every fish that's hungry right now. You know exactly where they are and what they want. And since then, we've tested this reverse outreach system with hundreds of beginners, and almost every day we have someone landing a client with it. People like Jaleisha, who recently landed her first client for $2K a month. Javan, who landed 2 clients in a week the other week. Skylar, who landed a $2K client as a complete beginner, first time he's ever made $1 online. Jordan landed 7 clients and made over $15,000 in his first few months using reverse outreach, after wasting $10K and 12 months in another program that promised the world and didn't deliver. And as you can see from Noah here, who took his client's open rate from 10 to 40%, our strategies don't just work to get clients. They actually deliver results for clients. So your clients love you and they keep paying you. That's how we get those juicy 3K a month retainers that get people to those 10K months. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I have over 900 screenshots like these in my phone. If you don't know me, by the way, my name is Ferres, and since 2018, I've helped 81 ordinary people earn a consistent 6-figure income, and hundreds more quit their jobs and go full-time online. I've dedicated the last 7 years of my life to building a simple and reliable system that enables just about anyone from anywhere, regardless of skill or experience, to land high-paying clients with ease. And right now, with Black Friday right around the corner, we are living in the golden era of reverse outreach, and it is time to cash in. I've only ever taught this strategy in my high-end programs, which cost thousands of dollars, but I am so disgusted seeing everyday people like you giving their hard-earned money to these clueless gurus and not make a single fucking dollar. So I've decided to host one final 3-day challenge to help you take advantage of this massive Black Friday opportunity and land your first or next $1,000 to $3,000 client this Black Friday. Now, I've done a 5-day version of this challenge twice before, and hundreds of people said it was the single best investment they've ever made in the history of their online education. I've spent months preparing these 3 days. It is an exhausting amount of work. So this is the last time I am running this challenge for at least another year. So for the last time, you have the opportunity to copy my proven system and have me walk you through how to do everything step by step, live together on Zoom. If you've heard enough, feel free to stop watching, go grab your ticket before we sell out. And if you're curious how it works, here's the breakdown. On day 1, I'll reveal the $300 billion Black Friday opportunity and walk you through my reverse outreach system from A to Z. On day 2, I'll show you exactly where to find these 3% of businesses who are desperately looking to hire and exactly how to reach out to them. I'll give you my no-call closing method so you can close these 1 to 3K deals without needing to get on a sales call. If you're an introvert like me, you're gonna love this part. And on day 3, I'm bringing in some of my top students, people who have made tens of thousands of dollars with this exact method, to show you exactly how they did it and answer all of your burning questions live. And look, the results from this challenge speak for themselves. Ollie joined our first challenge and landed a $3,000 a month client who has since paid him over $11,000 over the first 3 months. That is an 1100x ROI on what he paid. Can't make that shit up. Desmond landed 2 clients for a combined $5,100 within 2 weeks of the challenge. Gaurav landed 4 clients for a total of $13,200. He loved the challenge so much, he joined a second time. Why? Probably because he made a 280x return on his investment. And none of these 3 people I just showed you are in any of my high-end programs. They literally just joined the challenge and used what they learned in the challenge to make that money. And get this, those results weren't even during Black Friday. That was in January and May. This strategy is twice as effective during Black Friday because of how many more businesses are landing in spam and desperately seeking help. If they could do that then, imagine what you can do right now. If these guys did that then, imagine what you can do right now in November. That is why dozens of people have said that what they learned in this challenge was worth more than courses that cost them thousands of dollars, even though the investment is a tiny fraction of that. And hey, when the former chief marketing officer of Alex Hormozi's company said that you should join this challenge, that should tell you something. Look, I'm not some run-of-the-mill guru. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I've poured every single one of my best strategies into these 3 days. This challenge is the real deal. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Where the fuck did I get a pencil this big? But also, what's the investment to join? Well, unlike most coaches who do these free challenges and hold everything back so they can enroll you into some $10,000 program, you will quickly realize that this is not like any other challenge you've ever been a part of. I am giving you absolutely everything you need upfront to make thousands of dollars this Black Friday, even as a complete beginner. And even though people happily pay me thousands of dollars to learn this in my high-end programs, you can get the entire system right here on this page for less than a single Uber Eats order. And unlike your Uber Eats order, my challenge comes with a full money-back guarantee. If you don't think the challenge is worth 10 to 100 times what you paid for it, just send us an email and we'll refund you right away. But I'll warn you, We have had 543 people take this challenge. Guess how many people have taken me up on this guarantee? 0. Not a single person has ever requested a refund of their challenge ticket. 543 people cannot all be wrong at the same time. So if you saw 2025 pass you by and you want this to finally be the year where you actually make money online, click below and join us for the 3-day challenge. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this for so cheap, by the way, I'll be fully transparent. I know that after you make your first $1,000 with this, you're gonna be hooked and you're gonna wanna make 5, 10, 20K a month. So you might consider taking the next step and working with us in CMB so we can make you some serious money. But let's not jump into bed just yet. We need to walk before we can run. So go ahead, click the link below, get yourself registered. Let's make you your first $1,000 so you can create the life of freedom and abundance that you deserve. Check out the details below and I'll see you on the inside.